And we need to make D.C. listen. Listen to the people.
Would the senator yield for a question?
I'm happy to yield for a question without yielding the floor.
You know, senators don't always ask for advice from other senators, but I thought I'd come down and make sure you had comfortable shoes on, make sure you're getting enough to eat. Try not to eat on television. That's a little bit of free advice that sometimes shows up. But my question really relates to Obamacare, and I think you've done a good job of bringing attention to something that I think is going to be a real tragedy for the country. As we get involved with this, there's so much talk about tactics and this and that, whether now's the right time, when's the right time to do this. But I think really the question is, do we need to talk about something that's going to affect 16% of our economy, a sixth of our economy? Do we need to bring up an issue? Do we need to draw attention and try to stop something that really can be damaging to the people it precisely is intended to help? Now, I think it's personally, not a good idea to shut down government. I think it's also, though, not a good idea to fund Obamacare. Can they both go together? Can you do one without the other? Some, like the president, have said, oh, Republicans, they just want 100% of what they want or they're going to shut down government. Well, can you say something so patently false and get away with it, is my question. The president wants 100% of what he wants. He wants Obamacare as he passed it with only Democrats, and he wants it never to be changed. He wants no compromise. He wants what he wants, or he's willing to shut down the government. That's what this debate is about. Obamacare was passed with only Democrats. No Republican input, no Republican votes. And now when people are saying there are problems, his own people are saying there's problems. The Teamsters have said it's a problem. Authors of the bill are saying it's a train wreck. The former president came out this week and said it's going to hurt the people it was intended to help. So we've got all of these people saying, for goodness sake, slow this train down, stop this train wreck of Obamacare. And all everybody cries about is, oh, somebody wants to shut down the government. The president doesn't want to compromise. What we're talking about is we don't want to spend money on something that's not going to work and hurt the people, precisely the people it was intended to help. But the thing is how do we fix it? What do we do? Can we scrap the whole thing? Well, the Democrats control one body. We control the other body. They control the presidency. Well, historically, what would happen, and I think what the American people would like to see is we stand up, as the senator from Texas is, and say what we're for. We're for a different solution. We're for competition. We're for the free market. We're for bringing health care to everyone with a lower price. We went through this whole debacle of giving people Obamacare, and it's going to be expensive. Everybody's going to pay more. Many people still won't have insurance, and the ones who do have insurance are going to pay more. So what would we like? Why are we here today? Why is the senator from Texas here today? To say to the president, we need to talk. But what does the president say? He says, my way or the highway. When the American people said they want dialogue between Republicans and Democrats, how do we get there? We have to stand up for what we believe in so they will come and talk. Does it mean we're going to get 100% of what we want? No. But if we don't stand up for what we believe in, how will we have any dialogue? How will we get to compromise? How do we get them to talk to us? We're not asking for 100% of what we want, but we're asking for a dialogue. How do we get the dialogue unless somebody's willing to stand up and say enough's enough? When we look at this, if we want to ever get to the point of getting to compromise, the only way we get there is by standing up and saying we believe in this. It isn't about us demanding 100% of what we want. But right now, if you look at this objectively, the president's getting 100% of what he wants. Obamacare passed by only Democrats, not one Republican vote. So really, how do we get to what the American people want, which is dialogue and compromise? We have to look at a deadline. We have a deadline. And my question to the senator from Texas is, does he want to shut down the government? Is that his intention? Or is it the president's intention to shut down government? Or is it perhaps that when deadlines come forward, it's a good time for dialogue because no one ever seems to talk at any other time? So I would ask the senator from Texas, what are your intentions? Do you want to shut down government, or would you like to find something to make Obamacare less bad? I know we'd both like to repeal it, but would you accept anything in between?